You guys have all been riding the wrong bike for a long time, and let me tell you guys why. This here is the 2025 Specialized Rubai Pro, and this has the brand new Rubai SLA frame with the brand new Future Shock 3.0. If you guys are unfamiliar with the Future Shock, this is 20 millimeters of travel above the frame. What that does for the rider, it literally makes the entire riding above the bike way more compliant. It absorbs a lot of shock, and with the new 3.0 shock as well, you have full control of whether or not you want to lock this shock out or run it completely open, or if you want some of distance of maybe just a little bit firmer of travel, you have that option too. But the bicycle is a game changer. Now, an endurance bike is pretty much what's suited for a majority of riders out there because of the fact that it's very capable. Shorter top tube, taller head tube, you can run a lower stem, you can run a longer stem if you want to as well, you can run a slam stack. The bikes just seem to be more capable, and then with today's features in 2025, they're much more aerodynamic. They have a little bit better tire width size, which everything seems to be going in that matter. The reason why endurance bikes don't get so much love is because of the fact that people want to ride what the pros are riding. They want to ride what they see their favorite people riding on TV. Now, the race bikes like the Tarmacs, the race bikes like the Canyons, like the Treks, those are all fine and dandy, but they're definitely going in the they're going in the realm of endurance bikes. You're even seeing people take their race bikes into like the races like the Paris-Roubaix and stuff like that. They're coming up with wider tire sizes, shorter top tubes, making it a little bit easier for the rider to be more comfortable on the bikes. But this Roubaix right here is full of a ton of features on the bicycle. If you guys not know, I had a herniated disc. Well, I still have a herniated disc. I have a herniated disc, L5, L4, complete herniation, full sciatica nerve pain down my left leg. I was off the bike for physical therapy for about 6 to 8 months, and I finally was able to get on a bike back in the day on the Rubai SL4. That was the only reason why I was able to get back on the bike, because it had the elongated fork, the raked out fork, the taller head tube. This bicycle right here is literally a race bike with endurance bike features on here. It's much more aerodynamic. It comes at 940 grams for a non-S-Works model, which is crazy, stupid lightweight. You have the Future Shock. It can fit up to a 40C tire on there. And then this section back here, the seat post is clamped even lower, so that way this area right here that's covered by this little rubber boot gives the carbon fiber post a little bit more play back and forth, so you're able to get some comfort if you go over rough roads. Here in South Florida, we got pretty nice roads, but if you take this thing anywhere else, it's such a do-it-all bicycle that it's unbelievable. So in today's video, I'll go over all the features, touch specifically on the points like the Future Shock and tell you why it's so good. But a lot of people sometimes think the Future Shock is going to lose speed or slow them down because anything with suspension typically takes away power. But this bicycle literally has the suspension above the platform. If we look at this bicycle, nothing on this bike moves. So when you're putting down power into the cranks, you're not losing suspension into the front fork. You're not losing suspension to the bike. You're not losing suspension to the seat stays. Nothing moves on the bicycle. The suspension is above the platform. So the only thing that's absorbing shock is in your shoulders, your wrists, your elbows. That's why the Roubai is such an awesome bike. It really, really is. A lot of people should be riding this bike. I got so many customers that come in that buy Tarmac S-Lates. I recommend endurance bikes on it first. Fair is fair. People want to ride what they want to ride. But I think that the endurance market is definitely underwhelmed for sure. So, but yeah, let's get into this bicycle. So starting off with this bike, this is the 2025 Rubai SL8 Pro in the fiery red color, which again, an absolute beautiful paint job. Retails $8,500 and the size 56. With the handlebar, they gave you a carbon fiber bar with the hover bar. This has about a 25 millimeter rise here on here. It's 25 or 15. I think 15 millimeter rise on here. So again, to give you a little more comfort. You can swap this out for whatever kind of bar you want, but it is a carbon fiber bar that's gonna be compliant, but also raise up it a little bit more to get you to your similar seat height. Along with that, it's paired with the SuperCaz bar tape, and it comes equipped with Shimano Ultegra Di2 12-speed, 12 gears on the rear, 2 on the front, electronic system on there as well. Paired with 2 hydraulic disc brakes on there. Going to the main talking point of the bike, we have the Specialized Future stem, which has an out front mount, which you can run a Garmin, a Wahoo, whatever. But this stem is made for this Future Shock right here. And there's a lot of misconceptions about the Future Shock. You can run whatever stem you want on this Future Shock if you like. You just have to go ahead and get a adapter sleeve to work with that stem. But the Future Shock has been in rotation for about, I want to say since like 2018 or 2019. They had the Future Shock 1, the 2.0, and now the 3.0. It's very smooth, very light, and very easy for adjustments on there. It's a replaceable part, so if it ever does go bad, you can go ahead and replace it. Us being in the bicycle industry, we only had about 2 Future Shocks ever go bad, and there's one that was completely rusted for a customer that lived by the beach and just was neglected out there. But this bicycle is an amazing, amazing deal. Again, like I said, the Future Shock is 20 mils of travel. You have 3 spacers you can put underneath here if you want to, 5 mil, 10 mil, 15 mils, along with the 20 mils of added spacer for the Future Shock. Push down here, you got nice suspension. Lock this bad boy out. Boom, bam, beep, bop. Now, completely stiff. We want to sprint like Peter Sagan, we can sprint like Peter Sagan. Marcel Kittel, Wout van Aert, Matthew Van Der Poel, other sprinter names. People, guys, you can do whatever you like with that lockout option on there. Let's say that the lockout is a little bit too locked out. Let's go and back this baby off. Now we have a little bit of suspension, but it's going to not give way as much, which is always cool. There's also another cap here to go ahead and lower this if we wanted to, so that way it's not as high. They also have like a kind of flush mount, so you can still run a Future Shock without these spacers, without this mount, and it can almost be slammed if you want to ride like the pros. Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, Remco Evenepoel, GC Performance. I threw that last name in there, guys. I'm just joshing you. Going down to the bicycle, this bicycle can take up to a 40C tire. 40C tire, Grant. You're thinking, that's a gravel bike. Why would I want that capabilities? You can take this bicycle on gravel rides. You can take this bike on road rides. It's literally a do-it-all bicycle. The bicycle comes equipped with a Revolve Terra CL wheel. Again, it's a gravel wheel, but in today's standards, seems to be a road bike wheel. Internal rim width on this thing is 25 with hooked rims on here. You can run it tubeless. It's a 32 millimeter depth, which is a very capable rim as well, with a DT Swiss 350 hub on here. Circular spokes, not a bad option, but again, a very capable wheel. Great for climbing, great for do-it-all purposes, awesome. Comes equipped with an S-Works tire, and you must be thinking to yourselves, man, that's a fat tire. That's a big chunky boy. This is a big chunky boy. It's an S-Works Mondo tire in a 700 by 32C edition. So now, we have our Future Shock, we have our wide tires, we can take on the road. We could ride over that pallet if I want to. I could literally ride up that wall if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna show you guys, I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction you guys want. It's about to pour on me. Anyways, going on over to this side, the bicycle is also equipped. Let's say you guys wanna go ahead and ride, all right? You guys are like, hey, I have to ride through a ton of dirt, I'm commuting for work, I need something with fenders, Grant. I can't have an $8,500 carbon fiber road bike that's a badass Ferrari looking bike with no fenders on it. My work outfit will get ruined. Guys, I got you covered. There is a fender on here that you can go ahead and mount, and you can have fenders equipped on your bicycle, which is absolutely mind-boggling, right? So again, I'm covering all different places. The only thing I'll say, and this is weird for Specialized to do, but I understand why, is that it's not integrated. It's 2024, there's no integration on there because of the fact of the future stem. Because of the way this future stem is, this is the cartridge that goes down inside of this head tube area. The fork literally comes right here. I don't think there's gonna be an option for integrated cables on future stems yet, but it's really weird that it is 2024 and Specialized literally has the Athos, the Rubai, the Crux, the Diverge. All 4 of those bikes are non-integrated, and then they have the Tarmac S8 that's integrated, which is mind-blowing to me, but they still have dominant positions in each category, which is really cool. So very, very cool. Going down to here, we have 160 millimeter rotors with Shimano Ultegra. We have the lightweight axles that came equipped with the Specialized Athos. And you're wondering, how do they get this frame to 950 grams? Well, they took a lot of the technology from the Specialized Athos to go ahead and get some of this weight shavings down, like the axles, like the skinnier seat stays. Really, really cool. Bottom bracket is a threaded BSA bottom bracket on here. So you can run whatever Shimano BSA bottom bracket you want to. As you can see there, we also have another water bottle storage underneath. So if you were doing a long, crazy trek, you can go ahead and put a water bottle underneath here. And you might be thinking to yourselves, well, that's gonna kick up a lot of dirt on the mouthpiece. If you're dying and there's a trip that you need to take 3 water bottles for, you're probably not worried about a little bit of dirt on there. Just squirt it out. And then you got a clean mouthpiece on there. With the Rubai SLA, they also went ahead and made the down tube much more aerodynamic, so it's a bit thicker. You also have a top bento box storage area right here. You can just put a storage bag up here for your nutrition, your snacks, your gels. You have options for that as well. Bottle cages, bam, 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 bam. This is a Pro, so it's a FACT 10R carbon, but they do make the S-Works model in case you got $13,000, $14,000 burning a hole in your pocket. You can get a 12R carbon frame, which will be a lighter frame. It'll be the lightest stiffness to weight ratio for an S-Works Tarmac Rubai. I don't know what I'm saying. S-Works Rubai. Hold on, let me get a breather real quick, guys. I'm talking this heat. It's about 99 degrees here in South Florida. My phone's gonna overheat. We'll take a second to admire the paint job without me talking. All right, back at it. So with endurance bikes, you're gonna typically see bicycles come equipped with a more compact gearing. So on here we have the Ultegra crank with a 172.5 crank arm. It also comes equipped with a 50-34 tooth chainring, again capable for climbing mountains or going on gravel. We have an Ultegra front derailleur mixed with an Ultegra chain, back in the back with 1134 12-speed cassette. So you can climb, again, like I said, up that wall, but I'm not giving you guys satisfaction, okay? I am the chosen one outside the wall, the wall, the wall. Ah, ventriloquism. In the back here, we have a Shimano Ultegra rear derailleur. This is your brain of the group. This is the most expensive part of the group. This is where you charge it. This is where you pair it. This is where you go ahead and trim the gears. This is what you do for everything for the rear derailleur. Very cool piece of technology. Derailleur hanger here, and then we'll also have our mounts here for our fenders for the bicycle as well. Going here, we have the lowered seat stays, which again add more aerodynamics and compliancy. Then we have in the back the exact same wheels up front, the Revolve Terra CL with a DC Swiss 350 hub, which you guys will get a free body sound test at the end of the video. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment the video. I'm not standing in the sun for no reason. Next, we have the tires, the S-Works Mondo tires in a 700/32C configuration with tubes. They are tubeless ready if you wanted to, and it has a very capable tire. The Mondo tire, I've just learned this, is one of the lightest tires out in the market. S-Works 35C tire, I believe came out like 370 grams. So that's a crazy lightweight tire for an S-Works tire in that size. Tubeless ready, like I said. We have the Rubai badge right here. Going on over this side, we have a 160mm rotor in the back. But I'm finding it interesting that I'm seeing this for the first time. There's no mount here for this, so I guess that this is a 160 standard. I don't think you can go to 140 because there's no mounts in here, so I think you can only do 160. Again, you have the Athos rear skewer axle right here. Again, the bicycle does come equipped with a Precision 4i power meter, which is a one side on here, the crank arm, for $8,500, which is always nice. And then you can also see here, fender mount bolts right there, fender mount bolts right there, fender mount bolts everywhere. Going to the seat post, this is a proprietary seat post for the Rubai. This is the S-Works Pave seat post. Flat in the back, round in the front, more aerodynamics. Again, you have this rubber boot. We're gonna lift this thing up real quick. You're gonna lift up for me, huh? Yeah. Show me your insides. Come on, dude. What's going on here? Making me look dumb on camera. All right, dude, that's it. Pause. Well, guys, a good thing and a bad thing. They actually improved the rubber boots here on this new Rubai SL8 bike frame. Before on the older models, this used to come up pretty easily. Good thing for you guys is that it's going to be much more secure at keeping out dirt, grit, and grime. Bad thing for you is that I'm not going to show you this until a little bit. I bite my nails because I literally have ADHD to the max. But the seat post clamp is down here. Again, it clamps the saddle post down here. So this post has some movement to allow it to disperse vibrations to be a little bit more comfortable, which is always nice. Excuse me. Now with the upgrade as well, with the new Pros for 2025, they come equipped with the 3D printed Power Mirror Pro saddle with titanium rails. So you're not only getting the technology of a 3D printed saddle, you're getting titanium rails in there. Always a nice plus. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Would you guys trade out your race bike for an endurance bike? And if you're racing in crits, and you're racing in Grand Final races or whatever you're doing, long distance races, do you feel like you could have still a competitive edge with an endurance bike if you were to swap out your bicycle? Because these bikes now, the thing about endurance bikes used to be, they used to be too tall, too long, they were kind of up in the wind. Now you can get an endurance bike, slam a -12, -17 stem on there, slam it, you have the future shock, you run some deep wheels in there, it's pretty lightweight for what it is nowadays, but you can compete and you'll be more comfortable. And this is proven in college tests, MIT tests, dyslexia at its finest. Micro vibrations will kill fitness over a long period of time, no matter what. If your body is taking micro vibrations over and over and over again, it's going to fatigue your body and fatigue your muscles. So if you're able to stay fresher for longer, this is what all this is about. If you can add wider tires to absorb more vibration, you're able to stay fresher for longer with the future shock. Stay fresher for longer with the compliancy in this rear seat post. Would you stay fresher for the entire ride and give you the winning edge to win Tour de France like Pikachu? Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. We have here the Specialized 2025 Rubai SL8 Pro in a size 56, weighing in at 8.09 kgs, and in pounds, 17 pounds, 13 ounces. Stay tuned to after video with our free buy sound test on these Rubai Terra CL wheels right here. Here comes this free buy sound test on this Rubai Terra CL with a DT Swiss 350 free body on there. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. Get ready for the noise show, people, because it's about to get loud. That, my friends, is a well-oiled, well-machined Freya body.